If your homeschool feels like a zoo, it's because you're running it like one. It's not because your children are wild, although they may be. And it's not because you chose the wrong curriculum, although you may have. It is actually because nothing in your homeschool is locked in. I was personally doing all of the right things. I was reading the books. I was following the advice. I was trying so hard to be intentional, and I was still getting mediocre results. And Mama, let me tell you something. Nothing is worse than working your buns off and still being mediocre. And then I realized the problem wasn't the amount of effort that I was putting in. The problem was that I was still just dabbling instead of fully committing to giving my children an excellent education. And once that changed, our homeschool became almost unrecognizable in 3 months. So many homeschool moms think that chaos really is from their kids' personality, all the different learning styles, which are a myth, by the way, hectic seasons of life. But let me tell you something. Chaos really just comes down to a lack of clear leadership, not from a lack of love. You can be in a super crazy season of life. I know other women who have been, but because they were being proactive instead of reactive and making sure to plan as much as they were able to, they were still able to weather those difficult seasons and come out on top. A homeschool that is a zoo feels like that because a homeschool that is a zoo feels loud, chaotic, and exhausting because there is no clear structure, there is no predictable rhythm, and there is no authority that actually holds up. A calm and productive homeschool never, ever, ever happens by accident. It happens by design. So here's what I thought intentional looked like before, when I was just running myself ragged, going around in circles, basically. This is what I thought intentional homeschooling was all about. We had routines, but they were purely optional. It was not that we had to get up and do XYZ every day in that order. It was more like, oh, well, we've finished breakfast now. Maybe we should start math. We had plans set, but they were constantly being renegotiated. If another mom contacted me and wanted to go to the park, or if another mom contacted me and said, hey, let's go to the art museum. Well, that sounds like fun. Of course, I'm going to forget about homeschool. Let's go do that instead. We had expectations, but they were never enforced consistently. What was really happening was what I like to call mood-based schooling. So if I'm in a good mood and I have energy and my children are all behaving pretty well, yeah, let's go ahead and do school. How often was this actually happening? Less than it should have. Or we would start really strong on Monday because I would put in so much effort over the weekend. We'd start so strong on Monday, but by Wednesday, we were getting a little tired and we started to drift because it wasn't the expectation that we would finish strong on Friday. Sometimes, unfortunately, missed days would turn into missed weeks. We would wait around for the right energy or for the perfect day. What this ended up creating was kids who were constantly pushing back against the workload, resistance, low momentum, and me constantly wondering myself, why does this feel so hard? Homeschooling really well is hard, but homeschooling like this is just downright ridiculous. I was so unclear about what had to happen on a weekly basis, and my kids picked up on that and they exploited it. So what actually changed in our homeschool that radically transformed everything? I absolutely stopped asking, do we feel like doing school today, or should we do school today? And instead of that, I started asking, what does a serious school, not a homeschool, because there's not a whole lot of examples of serious homeschools out there. What does a serious school require on a weekly basis? So the non-obvious changes that I had to make in our homeschool include consistency over intensity, Fewer decisions being made daily, but much higher standards. Clear follow through, even on bad days. Absolutely no negotiation with myself or with the children. And here's the biggest one. I stopped trying to fit in with all of the other homeschool moms. I stopped worrying about looking relaxed and started worrying about looking serious and invested in my children's education. Basically, I allowed myself to take this seriously. Some people probably call me obsessed. I call myself responsible. So how did this actually change anything? So it completely transformed our mornings. We started having a predictable start time, which eliminated so much chaos. Our lessons happen in the same order every single day. They are actually finished every single day. And most importantly, I check the work every single day and require my children to make the corrections. You guessed it, every single day. The atmosphere in our homeschool is so much calmer. It's not an easy atmosphere because we're all working really hard, including me, but it is so stable. The kids have so much less arguing. They don't have time to argue. They have work to do. They are more compliant and they give me a much better output because that is what I require now. It changed me because now I have this huge amount of confidence in what I'm doing because I have seen the results of this type of homeschooling, and I am beyond pleased with how my children are learning and growing and excelling. So let's have an honesty check really quickly here. Life still happens. Right now, 6 of my children are down with the flu, and I am fighting it myself. Like, this is the last video I'm going to film before I go put on some sweatpants and drink some hot tea. Life happens. We have to adjust around it. The kids are still going to have off days and the house is still going to look lived in. But the beauty is our systems are not collapsing anymore. I hear so many times people warning homeschool moms not to be too rigid. I've never actually met one of these too rigid homeschool moms. I'm sure there are 1 or 2 out there in the wild, but the last thing we need to be warning homeschool moms to be are too rigid. If anything, we need to be warning homeschool moms to stop being so lackadaisical. It is the unfocused effort that causes burnout with homeschool moms. It is not rigidity. So if your homeschool is feeling chaotic, loud, or exhausting, it is because there is just too much up for debate every single day. No standards. That obsession that I was talking about earlier, eventually it had to lead into really strong systems. Because willpower does not last forever. You're lucky if it lasts you 2 weeks. And that is exactly why I created the Homeschool Schedule Blueprint. It's not about trying to cram more things into your day. It is about locking in what actually matters in your homeschool on a daily basis so that your homeschool can run even on the hard days. So if you are done with playing school and you're ready to actually lead your homeschool, check that out in the link in the description below.